Alright, Q&A video. I really didn't think I would make it this quickly after making the original, Ask Me Anything video, but I got a lot of questions quickly, so let's just do it now. There's more than enough here for a full video. Starting off with the beginning of the comment section. Describe what you think your life would look like if you were a counselor, therapist, or psychiatrist, assuming you went to college for that. If you had to imagine, what would your success be like? So, a lot of people know that what I do on YouTube is, aside from teaching people about the world, is I also help people, because when I'm teaching people, I'm trying to help people, and then, I often talk about how much knowledge I have in giving people advice and how the world works and counseling people and stuff. But if you're confused by what he said, I never actually went to school for those things. Those are things that I learned to do based on people I've known and learning so much about street smarts and all that stuff, because street smarts is way more important than book smarts. So in terms of actually going to school in my job, I am in nursing. I am not actually in counseling and all that. It was my dream for a long time, ever since I was a kid, to become a therapist or a counselor. I never did it simply because I hated school. That was literally the only reason. But I did and still do have incredible skills in that department. But I wanted to utilize it in some way, so I came to YouTube to teach people about the world and to help people. That's what the old FTRs were about. But unfortunately, because of unbelievable disrespect towards me over the last 15 years, and never ever even literally even not even once in 15 years getting any appreciation for what I do or how smart I am, I ended up becoming a misanthropist and just hating people. I just hate the fucking human race. People are just worthless and disgusting. I fucking hate people more than anything in the world. So unfortunately, my actual desire to help people has died. But if I still cared and I went back to school for it to get it as an actual job, I would be extremely successful. I would probably become one of the best in the world, because I'm already more skilled than the average therapist, and I don't even work as one. Where would you be? I'm not really sure what you mean by where would I be. I would probably have a very similar life, just be a lot more successful, maybe a lot happier, because I think the people that I would be helping would actually appreciate me. How would it change you as a person? I probably wouldn't be a misanthropist. I honestly believe that if I had done this in a professional manner and not just on YouTube videos or in a personal manner, I probably wouldn't be a misanthropist, because I would be paid for it, first of all, and it would just be an overall different lifestyle, unfortunately. You spend a day with MJ, sky is the limit. How do you spend the day? I'm assuming in this example I can say that Neverland still exists, so just spend the day at his house and just hang out like he used to do with the people that he had over. If he was to somehow live in my area, I would maybe explore different parts of Canada with him, because he didn't like Canada, and he literally never performed here after Victory Tour. I might want to try to figure out the reason why, and if he really did hate Canada and Canadians, I would maybe try to show him that Canada is not as evil as he thinks it is. That would have been nice to do. The SJW culture dies out enough to the point where no one needs to worry about it. As an effect of this, you're recognized for what you do on YouTube. What comes next in your life? Well, if I was actually recognized, I imagine I would actually become popular. If I wasn't banned 4 fucking times, I would have a channel that has a lot more growth to it. And maybe I would actually make money on YouTube, and I wouldn't care about the fact that my real job is not really what I want to do. And, I would just be one of those successful YouTubers. I would not be one of those idiots like the douche tubers who piss away their money. I would use that money for savings purposes, and hopefully be able to live on it for the rest of my life. What's your favorite movie trilogy? For me, it has to be Back to the Future. I don't have a favorite movie trilogy. I don't even have a favorite movie, because I'm just not a big movie person. Yes, there are movies that I like, but unfortunately, I just don't have favorites. So I don't know. What is your opinion on MJ YouTubers like MJ Fangirl, MJ Buzz, History in the Mix, etc.? They're okay, I guess. I really do think that, like most MJ fans, even the popular ones are just people who would be complete dicks to you if you disagree with anything they have to say, because that's just how MJ fans are. But whatever, they're okay people in terms of how they portray themselves. Favorite MJ album is Dangerous. Favorite video game franchise besides Sonic or Final Fantasy? Ooh, somebody knows my two favorite video game franchises ever. Well, nothing will ever beat Final Fantasy, but let's see, some other franchises I love that are not Sonic or Final Fantasy. Okay, Prince of Persia, God of War, Ratchet and Clank, and Spyro, I guess, are my favorite franchises. And favorite Sonic game is definitely Sonic Colors. Most people know that Sonic Generations is considered one of the best Sonic games, but I honestly don't see it. I don't get why Sonic Generations gets so much praise. It is a great game. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it's a bad game. It's a great game, but it's not as good as people think it is. Like, it has no story at all. Like, literally, it doesn't have a story. It has some of the least amount of levels. It has way too many challenge levels that just like bloat the game. Obviously, the levels are based on previous games and everything, and that's intentional, but it also means that the creativity is just not there because it's based on previous games. But, like, if you look at games like Sonic Colors, oh my god, it's entirely creative, fully original. Just everything about Colors is incredible. People also talk about how Sonic Colors has too much 2D sections in it, but I think if you consider the fact that half of the game is literally classic Sonic in Generations, and there is 2D sections in the modern Sonic levels, Generations clearly has more 2D sections in it. What MJ song do you listen to and go, was he on something? Huh. So like, one song that I just find overly weird and would ask that question would probably be 2000 Watts. And then songs where it almost seems like he might have actually been on something is like Jane is a Groupie. I know it's a demo, but he keeps saying the same thing over and over again. Like, what's the point of that? Do you have any tips on how to get through to people? Because my liberal friends won't watch any videos, read any articles, or listen to facts I sent them of you sometimes on topics, and they refuse to watch them. I have a great video on this. This video right here, it's called Researching Through Censorship. I basically explain in this video about the type of people who don't want to listen to real facts or arguments, and I explain why these people are like this and how to deal with those kinds of people. Moving on, Cars 1 or Cars 2? Not really a Disney or Pixar fan, but I have seen both Cars movies, but I don't remember them, so I don't know. I did like them both, though. Why do you get exposed all the time? Aren't you a racist? Here we go again. So I'm not racist at all. I'm actually one of the least racist people you'll ever meet in your life. And there are various videos that you can watch where I explain a lot of my viewpoints on Black Lives Matter and stuff. So if you go to my Life and World rant, scroll down, you see this video here called The Hypocrisy of BLM and a bunch of other videos that are related to that topic. But I would say start off with this one because it's only 2 minutes long and it's a great summary. And at the end of that video, I show screenshots of, I believe, 4 other videos that you should also go watch that explain the facts behind BLM. And I also have other videos that you should watch on this topic as well if you want to learn, such as a recent one that I made only just a couple days ago called, it's an FTR called The Only Way to End Racism. I would strongly suggest you watch this video as well. It'll give you a great lesson on racism as a whole and how to stop it. So no, I'm actually not a racist at all. These videos here will prove that. In terms of why do you get exposed all the time, I've actually never been exposed for anything. What happened was there was this one lunatic who just decided to make a video on me. The whole video was a bunch of lies. It was photoshopped images, fake doctored audio, all that kind of stuff. And he told me, oh, you're exposed because there's this shitty video I made of you. And then like 5 other people, but 7 channels, because one of those people runs 3 channels, all basically downloaded the video and re-uploaded it. But what they would do is they would try to make the video appear as their own. Like he would cut out certain parts and add his own or switch around the clips to make it look like a new video, when in reality it's basically just the same video being uploaded over and over and over and over again. So yeah, it's 5 different people. All 5 of those people are fans of the original page. And they're just doing it because they're young teenagers, they're fucking stupid, they have literally nothing better to do with their lives, and they felt like, hey, you know what, this random guy called Matt a racist for no reason, let me do it now just for fun. You know, they basically have nothing better to do with their lives, so they feel like they'll ruin someone else's life to give meaning to their own lives. So yeah, there is no exposing. Even the guy who made the original video admitted that he lied about it and apologized. I put it in quotes because he apologized twice, yet still kept the videos up. But he did admit multiple times that he made up the whole thing because he was trying to get views on his channel. Just very, very scummy people. And one thing that I would give a challenge to, I would challenge anybody to do this. My challenge to people is prove that I'm a racist or a bad person in any capacity at all, but prove it using my content. Meaning that you can't go to someone else's video about me that has edited footage, edited audio, edited pictures. You have to prove them that I'm a bad person, but do it through looking at my content so that you know nothing is, edited or doctored or photoshopped by someone else. Next question. When are you going to do the Motown 25 Billie Jean impression? Man, I don't know. Jacob, I really do want to do it, and this is a request you've made for a while, and I want to do it soon. Like, I really do. But my knee has been in a lot of fucking pain lately. I'm not really sure why. It might be weight gain because, can you blame me? I mean, God, we're all stuck at home and I just haven't been able to get proper exercise. But my knee's hurting a lot. But I promise I will try it at some point. Also, how can the U.S. come back from this that took place in 2020 and get past this dark phase of SJWism? The same could be answered about Canada and Trudeau. How does Canada bounce back? I actually made a video on this, I think. I don't think you can. I think we are past the point of no return. The SJW culture has been consistently eating itself by looking at its own contradictions and hypocrisies, but I do believe that society is too badly damaged to return, simply because all the things that they canceled are not going to just come back once SJW culture dies off. Like, we're still not going to bring back, like Miss America pageants, for example, or different styles of comedy that people in general will just consider to be outdated. So unfortunately, I think a lot of the damage that SJWs have done is irreversible. Would you rather have the ability to sing or dance? Well, I already currently can't sing, but I can dance, so I'll just stay with what I already can do, which is dance. Thoughts on Sega possibly making an adventure remake? To my knowledge, all of this so far has just been a rumor. But I would support that. I actually think an adventure remake is the best option to bring back Sonic, because most fans, I'm not one of them by the way, but most fans are tired of the boost games, and Adventure was not a boost game. They're also some of the most popular Sonic games. They're also one of the Sonic games that's in the most desperate need of a remake, and it would definitely revive Sonic. So I personally do like the boost games, but I also think that this is the best thing for the fans. If by chance you were to run the estate, what would be the first thing you would do? The first thing, I don't have a first thing because there's multiple things I would do that I think I would do on the first fucking day. So I'll just list a couple. First, I would fix up the YouTube channel because it's a fucking disaster. I would fix up the Facebook page because it's a fucking disaster. Same thing, I just fix up all the social media. I would also check the vault for whatever remaining music is left, and do a whole bunch of albums just like Escape. I would also check whatever kind of high-quality DVD concerts that they have and release them all. And when I do that, I would actually make sure that the quality and fucking box art is actually done properly for a change. I would also initiate an immediate Dangerous 30 celebration because it needs to be done. Like, literally this year, Dangerous 30, but they don't fucking care. Favorite modern-day shows? Oh, God. Favorite modern shows? New Girl is funny. Big Bang Theory was alright. Schitt's Creek is good. Last Man Standing is good. Overall thoughts on K-pop, I just think it's garbage. What do you identify as? I identify as a cantaloupe. Do you think the duet between MJ and Britney Spears was a good idea? I think it was a good idea. I don't think it turned out very well, but I think it was a great idea. I mean, Michael's voice had so much power in it, and Britney's like talking like a fucking mouse. But I do think it turned out good for the most part. What's your favorite performance from MSG 2001? You Rock My World from the second show. Do you think this pandemic will go well into 2022? Yes, it will. Looking back, have your beliefs changed on the circumstance surrounding Michael's death? Meaning, do you believe other people were involved, or do you believe Michael himself is responsible for his demise? So, if you recall back in literally 12 years ago in 2009, I did make videos stating that I believe it's a combination of things. I believe that it was Michael who asked for propofol. He did ask for it. But I also believe in a lot of ways that Randy Phillips wanted him dead, because I believe it was stated that Michael was actually worth more dead than he was alive. And I think Randy Phillips was trying to push him to do as many shows as possible so that he would literally just die of exhaustion. So I do think it was a combination of Michael's choices as well as extremely poor management from people like Randy Phillips. Do you think Joey Merlino, the boss of the Philadelphia crime family, committed fraud to flip on Biden? Yes. Did Trump separate kids away from their parents at the border? That I know the answer to. I just want to debunk it, some friends of mine. I believe he did. Families were being separated, but it wasn't anywhere near what's happening now. It was like child's play compared to right now. Do you think Trump had any connection to Epstein? There's literally pictures of them together, but to my knowledge, he only met him once. Of course, SJWs and Google is lying, saying that they were like the best buddies and all this stuff. No, they only met each other like once, I believe. Whereas Bill Clinton had like his own private like fucking bedroom on Epstein's island. What do you think about Michael Trapson, one of the most biggest MJ impersonators on the internet? Trapson, I don't like him. I think trap music in general is crap. And I think Trapson is one of those fans who doesn't like 90s MJ fans, because like he'll call them racist, you know, those people. And in the Hollywood Sexposed video, how come you didn't mention Dustin Hoffman or Morgan Freeman, because they were being accused that time also? Because I didn't know that. 3 questions. What's the last thing you would do before you transcend? I don't fucking know. I'm sorry. I don't know. Would the world be a better place to live if the SJW movement never existed in the first place? Yes, because we would, because just, okay, very simple. Imagine your life in 2012 or before. Were you happier? There's your answer. How do you want to be remembered? I want to be remembered for my mind. My mind is the most important thing to me. The kind of things that I know, the kind of things that I can teach, the kind of things that I have experienced, my real life experience, my street smarts. I want to be remembered for that. And I don't think it'll happen because nobody gives a fuck about what I know, but I wish to be remembered for that. Do you still watch anime? Not really. There's some anime shows I do like, but I don't actively watch anime. And even when I did watch the shows that I like, I wasn't really that into anime. I was into like those few shows. Over the course of your whole life, what was the best year for you? Probably college. I know, it's probably hard to believe because I didn't like college, but when I was in college, and keep in mind I was only in college for a year, but while I was in college, I was actually happy. Now, does that mean I should go back? No, because during that time, my dad helped me pay for it. I wasn't living on my own like I am now. It was only a year. All those kinds of things. So those are factors that would not apply anymore. But yes, I did actually enjoy that year of my life. What is your dream car? I don't have one. I don't drive. I used to drive a Jeep Cherokee, but I now don't drive because it's just way too expensive, and therefore I don't really have a dream car. If you could go anywhere you want for holidays, where would you like to go? Maybe Disney World or Cancun again. Approximately how many haters do you think you have? Oh god, I have so many. I have at least 7 who are actively against me all the time, for no reason, of course. And then I have people who, like, they're basically even, you know, these people to me are actually worse than the people who are in your face, because I have multiple people who will talk to other people about me, and they do it entirely in private, behind my back. They talk about how they hate me, but never, ever do an ounce of research into me. They don't know anything about me. They don't watch my videos. These are people who actively admit, like, oh, Matt is a horrible person. And I think this because he just seems suspicious. I'm not going to do any research, watch any of his videos, or even talk to him to verify anything I believe in. But I'm going to talk to other people about what I think. These people are actually even worse. And I know about these people because I'm actually friends with people who are friends with those people, and they tell me about those people. I'm going to keep those people private, of course, but I'm fully aware that there are, like, scummy fucking people out there who just hide in the shadows, basically. Are bricks gay? Anyway, and of course we're ending off with this guy. In your video where you were debunking the NIGGA claims, you didn't show the messages you were reading it from. That's because in the video, I literally said that the guy I was talking to deleted all of his messages, except for the ones that I screenshotted. And also in the video, I was showing my phone like this, but the quality was really bad, so I showed the first few, and then the rest of them I just read off my phone. Who started this going out with Joey thing? That was started by the same guy who started the original racism claims, MJ Fandom Exposure. He just made up the whole thing, and he admitted that he did. Why can't I make a song about you? It's so fucking stupid. I don't need to start any more drama, okay? I'm tired of all this shit. Do you actually have a lawyer? Yes, I do. I have actually actively talked to a lawyer. The only thing is I can't actually sue anybody because I don't have any identities. So I do have people working to figure out who you people are. And the second I'm able to get an IP address or a name or a location, I will be suing the people who have made videos slandering me. But you know, because I'm a nice person, I have said multiple times that if you just simply delete the videos and fuck off, I will drop the case. But I have opened a case. I just can't go forward with it until I actually have names, because you can't just fucking sue a YouTube channel. You have to have a person's name, location, and just overall identity. So, but I mean, this does not have to become legal. To all the idiots who, if there are lunatics watching this video, you do not have to go to that point. Just delete the fucking videos and get a life. I don't understand why it's so hard for you to just be a good person. Like this guy here, the Matt and Joey Exposure channel right there, he actually uploaded another fraudulent video against me, right? And then when I told him about my lawyer, he deleted it. Then the next day, he re-uploaded the video because I guess he didn't think I would check Then I told him again, dude, I've sent the video off again. Then he put the video on private. He didn't even delete it this time. And yes, I know you put it on private. I'm watching you. What is this obsession? Like, I understand if you made the video at first because, haha, it's so funny to ruin someone's life. But then after I told you that I've sent the video off, why delete it and put it back up? Do you have like some kind of are you like mentally ill? Like what is the reason behind putting the video back up? What are you accomplishing? Do you have your own personal life where you do your own thing or have your own hobbies or a job or go to school or do fucking anything with your life? Do you have anything in your life besides just making a video, putting it up, taking it down, putting it back up? Like, just, this is not hard. Become a good, kind, honest person. That's it. I know I'm asking a lot for you to not be a pile of shit, but it's really not that difficult. Anyway, that's a really great note to end a Q&A on, but I hope you guys enjoyed this. See you later.